And it was my hope from the beginning. In fact, I think I shared my goals, my ideas with you about the relationship of the folks on this board and how we could move forward with a more positive attitude and with a basic element of trust between the three of us. However, it's taken me almost 3 years to learn that that probably is never going to happen. I have a copy of a letter from President Judge Tylwalk that was sent to you and copied to the other commissioners and to our administrator, indicating that in response to your request, he found no reason to remove me from the elections board based on the information that he had uncovered and so on. Doing a bit of investigation, I found that you discussed this with our county administrator. You discussed it with the head of voter registration. The one person you left out of the loop was me, the very person that you had the issue with. And I would think that if we had trust on this board, that that would be the first place that you would go with a perceived issue that you had about my supporting a candidate. It's pretty difficult to be in a political job and not be in politics, and I don't think you're exempt from politics. As much as you proclaim that you put people ahead of politics, I would sometimes think that that should be reversed. I think you place politics above people many times. And especially when it comes to your colleagues here, who we are also people. So for you to engage in political maneuvering to make us look bad or to put us in bad light in the community, I don't find that very palatable. And as much as I defended you against my predecessors on this board, by this point in time, after spending 3 years working with you, I think I understand why they oftentimes took the positions or the attitude that they took. Now, I'm not going to lower myself to that kind of activity, but I'm just hugely disappointed that if you have a problem with something that I do, you're not person enough to say, Bill, hey, could we chat about this? We can do it in front of Jamie, which I did, incidentally, about a year ago, because I had issues with your maneuverings then. And I asked to have a meeting with you in front of Jamie, and you totally dismissed that too. You didn't take it seriously because it appears that you are the end-all. You have the answers to all questions, and your mere mortals on this board can't garner that same respect or high level of operation that you can carry out. So I just, everyone knows that something's on my mind. I'm going to speak it, and I think that's important. And it should be also important for you to know that if I have an issue with you, I'll bring it to you. And I would gladly do it in private, but I tried that once. And secondly, when something like this happens, where out of the clear blue, I get a copy of a letter to you from the President Judge indicating that I was suspected or perceived as having done something wrong so that I should be eliminated from a board. So I apologize for the whole incident, for my shortfallings and for yours. I just hope that going forward we can again make an attempt. We're going to be working together at least for a little over a year, that we can somehow get this trust. The ultimate trust, I voted to make you chair of this board, thinking that what greater honor could we give Commissioner Litz than to show her that we garnered that kind of respect, that we would make you chair. And then you go behind my back to the President Judge and to other folks in the county. That's all I have to say. Let's get on with the meeting.
Just in a brief response, Bill.
I really don't want a response. If you find it necessary to defend yourself in front of the crowd, that's fine.
Again, I would like to just make a brief comment, and that is that I'm sorry that you chose to make this public. I tried to seek counsel from the President Judge because it was bothering me, and I didn't know if it was against the law or not. And I also, as you said, in private counsel with Jamie and the voter registrar, thought that it would be appropriate to ask questions. I don't think it's appropriate if this issue would come before the county commissioners to break the sunshine law and go to you directly. In a real world situation, that would be ideal, but in this situation, it was not appropriate. So therefore, I sought counsel. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but I feel I've done the right thing to protect you and to protect the county and the voters of this county, to make sure that we are above reproach when it comes to running fair and impartial elections.
Okay. You are always defending me. From now on, I want you to defend yourself and the county. Do not protect me going forward, all right? Let me take my chances on making good judgment calls because I think I'm totally capable of doing that. Okay. And I would suppose, Commissioner Litz, that you're not supporting Jake Long at all in the 102nd, right? You're not. Okay. I find that difficult to believe.
I have remained impartial.
You know, you are so untrusting that back when we were first talking about replacing the seats in the auditorium, you made comments about the fact that Commissioner Phillips and I had a conspiracy to select the fabric for those seats while you were going to be out of town. Now, you tell me whether or not that is the thinking of a person that has trust, that you would think we would stoop so low as to have a conspiracy to select fabric for the auditorium seats. How ridiculous is that? And you verbally made that comment out in the outer office here, didn't you?
I choose not to go there.
All right. Like I said, it's just not right, Commissioner. Just not right.
Okay, well, we'll move on now.